Hello everybody, welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project panning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. Wow, I almost couldn't catch my word there for a second. I want to update Throwback 30 Project Pan. This runs from July 28th of 2024 to July 28th of 2025. And it is created by Jessica Lee, and it gives you the opportunity to use 30 different projects that are in the Fantastic Ladies world, and they're a collab, and you can find them on the Facebook Fantastic Ladies group. And 30 of them are compiled into single prompts. So there's 30 different projects, one prompt from each of those projects, and you just pick whichever one you want to do and add the items to it. And it gives you the opportunity to do 30 of those projects without actually having to do all 30 of the entire project. So you're still supporting people and getting to do different projects without doing them all individually, which is so great. So I have a ton in here, and some of them have already rolled out. There's probably about 5 or so that have already rolled out since July. But let's go ahead and talk. Actually, I have 31. I don't know why I have 31. Maybe there's a duplicate prompt somewhere, or I did something by accident, but that's okay. It's all good. I have 5 that have already rolled out. So let's go ahead and talk about the items that I have currently still have in. So the first item is for 50 Shades of Green, which is anything that's green. And I brought in my big curve case, which is an extra large. Now I have to grab all of my items because I don't have everything in front of me, because 30 items or 25 items or whatever is a lot for me right now. And I don't have the desk space because I have a ton of stuff on my desk for my suitcase. And I have a teeny tiny little area. But anyway, this is the curve case, which is green. It's essentially like that radioactive vibrant neon pastel green, which is so cute. But I want to use this 20 times, and I haven't used it at all yet because I'm working on so many different cream blushes. So eventually I want to heavily just focus on this one. But isn't this gorgeous? It gives you so much option, and I can't wait to get into this. And I love that they're not massive pans, but they're big enough that you can get a brush in there. So that one I would like to use 20 times. It's not going back in the drawer. Oh, I know why. Duh. Okay. Next, next is 50 Shades of Brown, which I brought in the LYS Cream Contour in the shade Motivate, which is right here. And I want to use this 20 times, and I have used this 8 times. And this is what the product looks like. It's very close to my current shade. It does show up, but it doesn't make a huge impact. So I should have probably got a shade deeper, but I'm okay with this. It's totally fine. And it is nice for a very light no makeup day, but I also sometimes wear it underneath my powder bronzer just to get those uses in. And I really do like it for impact and to kind of outline where I want my powder bronzer to be. So I do really enjoy that, and it is a nice product. LYS products are really good. I would like to use that one 20 times, and I've used it 8. I think I said that. Next is 50 Shades of Pink, which is my Give Feelin' Cheeky Amplified Blush Duo in the shade Ex-Girlfriend. And I have this in for 5 times, and I've only used it 2 times. And this also has 2 colors in it. It's really beautiful. I'll show you guys as close as I can here, but it does have 2 different shades in it. It's really beautiful, and I would like to get a few more of these. I think I have 2. Yeah, I have 2 shades. I have a pink one and a peach one. I would like to get another one, but yeah, it's really nice. I love the packaging. It looks very similar to the eyeshadow palettes and stuff. So I do wish there was differentiation with the fronts so that you knew which is which. Because if this is the same size as an eyeshadow palette and they all look the same in the front, thank goodness the back is different. But still, it's all too similar for me. I like the cohesiveness with the palettes, but like make the front different, you know? But that's all right. So this one is 2 out of 5 uses. Next is 50 Shades of Purple. And I brought in the Amethyst. It's a Becca Amethyst highlighter palette, or not palette, but single, sorry. And it's such cute packaging. So I'm definitely keeping the packaging, but I feel like I want to get rid of this inside and just not use this, honestly, because I just have no use for the product. It is very beautiful. And I'm tempted to just toss the inside you know, and just because it is pretty, but it's like, I don't know, very, very like old and dusty, but it is still like pretty. So I'm hanging on to it for now. But a lot of me is like, I'm just keeping it because it's in decent condition. It's still like a Becca item. The packaging is cute. Like that's why I'm keeping it, you know, not because I absolutely love what's on the inside. Although I do, when I put it on my hand and I'm doing it like this, it looks really nice and it doesn't cause texture, which is a huge thing for me. And I'll talk about that in a little while. But that one I've hit my 5 uses on because I was really trying and playing with this and I'm just not loving the way that this looks on my cool tone skin. I have very yellow undertone and so, or like a neutral leaning cool. So I tend to not gravitate toward purples, but it's all good. So that one is rolling out. Next is 50 Shades of Yellow Gold, and I brought in the YSL lipstick in the shade 01, and I have not used it yet, but this is what it looks like here. Really nice packaging. Love that it's like super reflective, almost gold mirrored. I haven't used it at all. But December is coming, and this is also still like going until July next year. So lots of time. But I have 3 red lipsticks in project right now, so a couple of them are going to sit by the wayside. Next is 7 Deadly Pans, which I decided to go with Greed, simply because I feel like in the past I've been very greedy when it comes to consuming and buying makeup and stuff, and so I'm trying to not be so consumer driven and get things that I really, really need in my collection. And instead of buying full sizes of everything, buy like little holiday kits of stuff to try so that you're not like, I'm not bringing in every single thing in full sizes and paying full size prices, just waiting for holiday kits to come out and stuff. But anyhow, this is the one that I brought in, which is the Cheek Stars Reunion Tour, and it is from Benefit. Mine did fall out of the packaging, like this black thing, but I ended up gluing it back in, so now it's good. And I wanted to use this one 30 times, and I've so far used it 9. So I still have 21 uses to go. I'm feeling like these blushes are just meh. They're very meh, you know? I will swatch for you guys the blushes. But like, even on my fingers, you can barely see. There's so nothing going on there, and I don't know. I just wish that I could get Cookie, Hula, and like a really strong blush of another color in a little trio. But this year the holiday palettes don't have that. They have Hula and 2 blushes, but I've never seen Cookie in one yet. So, and I'm like, Cookie is like Christmas written all over it. It's so glitzy and glammy, but until then I have this and I don't want to just part with it. I have to use it at least a little bit to feel like I've paid and got my money's worth of it. But yeah, 21 uses still left to go. So I feel like I'm learning a lot about brands and where I want to put my money. Oh, I forgot to put this back as well. Okay. So next is Birthstone Beauty, and I decided to bring in for April, which is Diamond. I wanted to bring in that prompt specifically because I have an eyeshadow shade. Pardon my eyebrows, so itchy. I wanted to bring in specifically this palette, which is the Claws The Lit List from BH Cosmetics. And Deb from Deb B here on YouTube picked this up for me at TJ Maxx in the States because I am in Canada and I do not have access to TJ Maxx. But this is what the palette looks like, and it's very beautiful, very large and in charge. But there is a shade in here called Diamonds right here. So that's why I brought this entire palette in, and I've only used this palette. Oh, I haven't used it at all. Oh, that's a shame. But again, Christmas is coming, and I will definitely test it out. It's very beautiful. Yeah, a lot of really beautiful shades in here. And I really want to try it because I haven't used a lot of BH in a while because of my Pan palette. I haven't used much of anything in a while, honestly, but we're getting there. Not a spoiler, but we're getting there. Okay, So next is Budget Beauty, which is, of course, something that is a budget item, a lower priced item, something you got on a crazy sale, something like that. And I decided to bring in the Blend Bunny Bare But There Tinted Lip Oil in the shade Baby Girl, which is right here. And my goal is to complete this. That's probably not going to happen, but I'm wanting to keep it in for the duration of the project. I have used it maybe a handful of times. I'm not tracking my uses, but I'm definitely trying to get it used up as much as possible because it's so massive. Like, it's just a huge tube to have in where I store my makeup items or my lip items. And I would really like to get some use on this. I feel like this color is perfect for summer, but it has a lot of product in here. Let me see. It says 6 grams. So if I look at, say, a lip gloss from ABH, oh wow, you can tell my eyes are just, whew. I can't even tell how many. Oh, it's upside down. That's why. 4.7 mils. So this is 6. So yeah, there's a lot of product in there. So I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get that done unless I super focus on it for like 4 months. Okay, so the next item is for Child of the 80s, which is Indiana Jones. And that I specifically chose that because it's an indie product prompt. And I wanted to bring in the Heather Austin eyeshadow palette, and I've actually managed to hit my 5-use goal on this. It was not difficult. I will tell you, this is a beautiful, beautiful palette. Heather Austin did a fantastic job creating this eyeshadow palette with Adept Cosmetics. The colors in here are phenomenal. I really love the shifts. You can see they have crazy, beautiful shifts in here. You may not be able to tell as good, but I was wearing scrubs a lot right here, and I wore video chat a lot. So currently I'm wearing on the inner portion my Pan That palette and the outer portion and the crease. So just this like red area, this is from, oh my goodness, what is this from? Oh, the Pat McGrath Holiday palette. So I've been trying to grab items in here that would match with the sort of orangey and like dark eggplant kind of color. And so I would grab like this and top it. I'll top it right now actually to get another use, but I would just top it right over. But I would put down a little bit of, like, you can see how much that just brightened up my inner corner of my eye. But I would put down a teeny tiny bit of glitter primer first, just because these are a little greasy feel. Not, I don't want to say greasy. Greasy is the wrong word. It's sort of like an oily, creamy feel, and it's slippery. So, and because my eyes are aging, my skin is now starting to droop, and my eyes are starting to become more hooded. I find that I have to wear a little bit of more primer underneath so that it doesn't crease as bad. So I just feel like it was really brightening up the look on my eye. I absolutely loved it. And I enjoyed using this so much, but this one is going back into my collection as well as that Becca highlighter. So there's 2 prompts that are rolling out. Next is for Color Pan, and that's anything ColourPop related. And I decided to bring in the eyeshadow palette Orchid You Not. Now I just need to find it. Oh, it's way over here. I am sort of playing Tetris with my eyeshadow palettes right now in my drawer, but it's right here. And I haven't used it yet at all. I haven't even looked at it, to be completely honest. I have stuff piled on top of it, but it is very beautiful. And part of me wants to take this with me. Oh my God, this one looks so pretty. I gotta swatch that. Oh, that is very pretty. Wow. But it's just not a shade that I've been using because it doesn't go with my Pan That palette. I've been wearing very fall toned eyeshadows, which is honestly really rare for me to look like, to do a look that's like super fall-esque, but I have been thoroughly enjoying it. And I've been using a lot of eyeshadows. If you want to see my Enjoy Your Eyeshadows project pan, it will tell you all the eyeshadows that I've been pairing with my Pan That palette to sort of bring a little bit of excitement and fun into my looks. But yeah, I was going to go into them now, but I'm like, just watch that video because it's way more informative. But unfortunately, I have not used the Orchid Unot, and I only put it in for 3 uses. So that would have been an easy out. However, we do have quite a few months left, so that is okay. Before I continue, I did want to show you guys my cute little new bat earrings. I know you can't really tell that I'm Halloweened out today, but I have my bat earrings on and my little ghost shirt from Kim from Teacher Loves Beauty. She sent me this from Old Navy. It's so cute and I wear it all the time. But I just wanted to show you guys that I have a little bit of spooky going on. It's just not an extreme amount because I'm so crazy swamped with work and life and everything right now. So hopefully I can do some spooky videos soon. I'm really sad. Like October is my favorite month and it's just been crazy. So I promise I will try to do as much spooky as I can. But moving forward, the next one is for Disney Princess and I chose Aurora and it is anything that's bubblegum pink or gray. And I decided to bring in, of course, bubblegum pink because you guys know I love a bubblegum pink blush. And this is kind of, you guys remember Double Bubble? Like, this is what reminds me of Double Bubble bubblegum. Yeah, say that 5 times fast. And I'm not even going to attempt. But this is Bora Bora from e.l.f. And I have been using it. I'm not sure if you can see. There is a teeny, teeny, tiny dip going in there. Because I had that in another project. I think it was it this year? I think it was earlier this year I had this in a project. But I want to use it 5 times. And I managed to hit that goal. And it is rolling out. I think what I'm going to start doing, because I absolutely am so grossed out by the fact that my brush goes in there constantly and then touches my face and goes back in. I think I'm going to start scraping product out and putting it on the back of my hand and doing it that way. So in future, you may see like scrape marks and that would be why, because I'm really having a hard time sticking my brush into these cream pods. Ugh. Anyway. At least it's not my fingers though, but that one is rolling out as well. All right, next is Drop 10 Before Summer, and I brought in the Becca Blush in the shade Tiger Lily. And I completely forget about using this all the time because the packaging, I just relate to highlighters. So I know it's tinier and stuff, but in my mind, I'm just like, oh, I don't need a highlight, so I'll just grab something else. Well, would this not be absolutely perfect on my look today? And honestly, I wasn't going to put anything else on, but I'm thinking I might put some on right now. And okay, so I'm going to talk to you guys about something that's in another project. So I have the Tarte, no, not Tarte, oh my gosh, Natasha Denona in Bloom. Of course, everything in Bloom is Tarte, but the Natasha Denona Bloom Cheek or Face Palette that has a cream blush, a cream highlight, and a powder blush and a powder highlight in it. And I have the powder blush and a little bit of the cream blush on today. It looks like I barely have anything on my cheeks. And I'm just like, where is the product? I know I've been wearing this for like 10 hours at this point because I put my makeup on before work and I've done my work day already. But it's got such a highlight to the blush that you can't even see the blush because when the light hits it, it just looks like a streak of highlight all over my cheek. You can see that, right? So I'm going to put some of this on right now and I will talk about it again in my video or my finale for Graveyard Project Pan. But I'm going to put some of this on to see what this looks like because I'm finding that I actually have, oh wow, that's really strong. I have quite a few of these blushes that are a melon kind of like undertone and then a duochrome to like a gold highlighter kind of finish on top. Oh, that's so much better. Oh my goodness. So much better. I also really love blush. Yeah. So at least I got another use on this, but I have to remember to use this because it is fantastic. And this is gifted to me from Rania. And she's given me a couple of different blushes that just randomly, because I told her that I just absolutely love blush. And if she's ever looking to get rid of anything and has no home for it, like think of me. And she sent me this one and I was not expecting it, honestly. Like she was so generous and sent me this and a Natasha Denona one, which is very similar, might even be the same as what's in the Bloom palette, but it's different. I feel like when I put that one on my cheek, it is different than the other one is too highlighty. I don't know how to explain it, but anyways, this one just has 2 uses, so I'm gonna move on. So it still will be staying in. Did I mark that use down? Yes. But yeah, I just been really paying attention to when I'm using my products lately, how they're performing, and like, do I need them in my collection? Would I repurchase something like this in the future? Because I need to keep these notes in my mind because I want to bring down my consumerism as far as buying full sizes randomly, just all the time shopping. I want to really reduce that. And this year, at the end of the year, actually, I will talk to you guys about my buys and buys more and how I've done. And I feel like I've done substantially well compared to last year. Um, and so yeah, I have a lot to talk about, so stay tuned for that information. But let's continue on this project. Next is the Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Panning, and I of course selected Dementors because they're either gray or black or look like death. I'm not even gonna go there. But I decided to bring in a lip pencil that looks like concealer lips and makes my whole look flat when I put it on by itself. But it is the Revlon Color Stay Matte Light Crayon in I want to say Tread Lightly. Where's the name? Yep, Tread Lightly. So this is what it looks like. And this is the color. And you think that would be like pretty close to what I have on now. It is actually quite light in comparison to, a little lighter than I would prefer, and does not make me look very like flattering at all. So I have to put some kind of a lip pencil on or a deeper lip gloss on top of it to kind of give it that color. But my goal is to complete this bad boy, and this is all I have left. So I can definitely finish it before the project ends, and I'm hoping to get it done before the end of the year, but we will see, because I still have this in another project, and I'm focusing on this one first, and that is very mattified and dense, and there's a lot of product in it, so we'll see how that goes. But I have until the end of July, or the 28th at least. Next, let's see, Harry Potter and the Order of the Panners. And so I decided to bring in Gryffindor, which is scarlet or gold, which beautiful. So I decided to bring in both, which is red and gold Valentino. Oh, love Valentino. I don't know what it is. I see a brand, I see something that draws and intrigues me, and this packaging is just love it. I love the colors. I love the strong. I wish the red was like a hint more cherry red with the gold. I think that would be so sleek. But I mean, I look at this and I'm like, I love it. Looks fancy. It looks ritzy. I love it. So my goal is to use this Valentino concealer in LN2 10 times, and I've used it 3 times only. That's it. 3 times. It has a very unique kind of doe foot. It's almost like a little swirl, or like a little, maybe this is better, a little S to it. It looks like you stick out your tongue or something, you know? It's just so weird, but very, very effective. And this product only has, it has 6.5 mils in here. Definitely that's weight, I think. I don't think that's like actual size, because like teeny tiny in comparison to that lip gloss, which was 6 mils, or was that 6 grams? You know what? It doesn't matter. I'm curious now, but it doesn't matter. We'll move on. And then next I have the Lip Service Project Pan, and I brought in Ofra Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Story. And I think I have it in my, oh man, I have stuff everywhere. I brought this yesterday. I went to trivia night, and I brought this with me, and now I'm not sure if I can, here it is. Yeah. So I actually had this double dipping in 2 different projects, but the other project is already ended and I've already filmed it. So I now am keeping it in this project. So this one, I'm putting it in here to complete it. I need to get this done. I need to focus on it. So I have been using it, but it's not something that I'm going to be traveling with because the cap is busted. It's also like, I can tell there's not a lot of product left in here. And it's starting to not dry out, but Like, see, when I pull it out, there's still enough product on the end of the wand, like on the doe foot. There's still enough, but when I turned around the sides, I was seeing sides, but now I'm not. So maybe I'm thinking there's less than there is in here, but it doesn't feel very weighty in comparison. And I've used this hundreds of times. I'm telling you, hundreds of times. So not that I've kept track, but I know for a fact I've worn it for last year and this year multiple times. So I know there's not a lot of product left, but I don't know. I'm just going to try and keep using it until it's gone because I love it. It's a beautiful color. All right, next is Mean Girls quotes. Why are you obsessed with me? And that's a product that won't leave your collection no matter how much you use it. So I wanted to bring in a MAC blush. I have a couple of MAC blushes in, so I gotta look for the one I want here. It is the one in Two Virtues, which is absolutely gorgeous. It will never leave my collection. It is obsessed with me, and I'm obsessed with it. Basically, it is a violet / purple, really cool tone baby pink shimmery blush, and it is amazing, just so gorgeous. So keeping that in, I want to use it 30 times, and I have used it only 2 times. Oh my gosh. So I need to step that up. Next, same pan last year, New Year's, new item. So I wanted to bring in a blush. I hate that name, but I wanted to bring in a blush, which actually I forgot I had to put this in, or forgot I had to use this still. I thought I actually completed the uses on this, but I haven't. So I want to use this one 5 times. This is called Shy Boy, and it is from Made by Mitchell, and it is a stunning color. I don't think I have anything in my collection that's cream that's quite like this. I don't even know if I have a powder product quite like this, but isn't that beautiful? It is so gorgeous. But that one, I think I got in a mystery box. I'm pretty sure I got it in a mystery box or a mystery bag. And my goal is to use it 5 times, and I have used it 2. So that one is going to be staying in. Next is Skin is In Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Hue Drops. And I have been using this quite frequently. I use it almost all summer. I still feel like this is practically full. I can't tell because I don't even think if I put a light behind it. Oh, yeah, I'm about up to here. So even though I've been using it all the time, I sometimes even put this in with my creamy moisturizing type primers. I squirt a little bit of this in with my primer. I've been using this all the time. When I used this in the summer, I did not like it because the foundation that I put it under, it just pilled. So if I were to like scratch my face, everything lifted and just pilled, and it was because I was wearing this. So I'm very careful about how I apply this now, and it's so beautiful that I would want to be able to just wear it on its own, but it's not something that you could just, I feel like, personally speaking, you can't wear it on its own, or I can't wear it on its own because it just pills on my face. I don't know why, but it works very well with a creamy primer, so that's how I'm pairing it. And my goal is to complete that, which I'm probably not going to by the end of this project. The next one is That's Expensive, pardon me. And I brought in the ABH liquid lipstick in the shade Hudson. Don't know where it is. I'm not going to go hunting for it. My goal is to use it 10 times, and I have used it 6. That's So 2000s or something Frosted Tips. You guys remember Frosted Tips? Oh my gosh. So something frosty and icy. And I brought in highlighters, which actually I used it today and I didn't write down my use. So hang on just 1 second. My goal is to use these 5 times each. And I have so far used this one once. And it's really pretty. These are from Saint. I don't recommend. But it is extremely glowy. Like extremely glowy. So I want to use those 5 times each. So 10 times total. And then I have Golden Girls Sophia, an older item. And I brought in the Balm Bahama Mama bronzer. Too dark for me now. So I'm not even sure I'm going to keep that in, but I've used it 2 times out of 10. Next is, this is Fantasy Vampire, which is blood red product. And I brought in Max D for Danger lipstick. Haven't even used it. Tiny Pans, I brought in Huda Light Nude eyeshadow palette, and I haven't used it after the last 2 times I used it, and I want to use it a total of 5, so I still have 3 times to use it. And it's unfortunate because it is a stunning palette, very stunning. Next is Turn and Burn, something from a sample. I don't know why I got all mixed up with that one, but Turn and Burn. So I brought in these rose ink blush samples, and I have 2 left. One is in the shade Anemone, and the other one is in Dahlia. And I have been using Dahlia because it's similar to, well, it's a lot lighter actually, to the one that I have in the Natasha Denona Bloom. I'm going to swatch these for you guys so you can physically see what they look like. Actually, I don't have Anemone open, so I'm going to leave that one closed right now. But this is the one from in the shade Dahlia. Very beautiful, very like red rich berry, so beautiful. But that will go back into my collection to use up. And next is Women Who Rock, Rosa Parks. I always like, this is my favorite prompt. Rosa Parks, a stand-up product. I just get chills when I think about that. I just love it. So I brought in the MAC Fix Plus in coconut, and I'm almost done. I don't think I marked it last time I did this update, but I'm just leaving it. I don't care. You guys can see where I'm at. I have a little bit left. So this will probably be in for another month or 2. But my goal is to complete this. It's my favorite Fix Plus from MAC. I wish this was something that they just had as their original scent and not the original scent. You know what I mean? Like, I wish this was the original scent. It's so good. I love it a lot, and I will definitely always repurchase. And last but not least, Zodiac Panner. And I brought in the BH Cosmetics Zodiac eyeshadow palette for obvious reasons. Mine has a teeny tiny bit of dust on the top. Ashamed to say. But this one, of course, has the Zodiac colors and everything. Like, the names are Zodiac. You know what I mean. Yeah. So all around here are the Zodiac names. All around here. Or signs. Zodiac signs. There we go. And I used this once out of 3 times that I want to use it, and I haven't used it since because, of course, I am trying to pan my palette, and this one is good until July 28th. So I can definitely use both of these before July 28th. I just have to finish my pan that palette first. Priorities, you know. But that's everything. I am rolling out 3 products, which is so great. So I'm rolling out this highlighter, I'm rolling out this elf blush, and I'm rolling out this eyeshadow palette, which is so gorgeous. But that is everything. I know this is a long video, and I apologize for being so wordy, but I really appreciate you joining me today. Get ready for Halloween, you guys. I hope I can bring it to you guys in videos in the upcoming future, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I will see you in the next video.